What is going on, y'all? It is your girl Janique with A, and I am back, bang, with another reading for you guys. If no one told you guys today, I love you, and I know all your dreams and aspirations matter because they do. So somebody is in denial and avoiding the truth. Wow, many options. So right now, somebody not trying to see that you got a lot of options, divine feminine, divine masculine, all right? And you're choosing one out of many, is what it says. So whatever the case is on why they are in denial, we're going to find that out. But somebody feel like you can't do something or you won't do something. Okay? So who is this, Spirit? Let's get right into your reading. All right, there is a major opportunity amongst others this week that y'all have, and you are to choose one because that one is going to be all the rest of them. That's like the master key. So whether it's a job, whether it's whatever opportunity, okay, it's you choosing one out of many. All right. Spirit, give me more on this energy. What is this avoiding the truth in denial? The King of Swords. Well, they not under a rock no more about the Five of Pentacles. Somebody wanted to keep a King of Swords living under a rock so that way they don't fix what's broken. The Five of Pentacles is in a state of lack. All right? It's feeling like what you put in is just, you don't feel worth it. All right? Your health starts depleting. You start to just be stressed, depressed. All right? And it could be a location, an environment, but there is an energy that was around y'all that was trying to make y'all not be the King of Swords, actually see and clear out that illusion of what and why. All right. There was an opportunity. Every opportunity, like everything that's attached to money, everything that has a price tag is not worth the rewards. But the good thing about it is that y'all not living under a rock no more. All right? The only thing right here that needs to be focused on is you have an opportunity to get out of the Five of Pentacles. Whatever's making you feel in a state of lack, broken, nothing is being fixed. All right? You have a major opportunity to fix it. All right? But you got to stay above the illusions. Spirit, give me more on this energy. The Six of Swords. Yeah, there is a decision that has been all the way made. All right. I see a lot of progress in the next 6 months with the Six of Swords. All right. In the next 6 months, because you chose to not be conflicted no more with what you got to do to get up out of this Five of Pentacles state. All right. For some of you guys, you could be even moving from another state. But whatever it is, within the next 6 months, your life and your resources and you feeling stable and things are going good and, you know, your opportunities when it comes to gains, fixing that pinnacle element in your life. Spirit, give me more on this energy. The Page of Swords. Somebody's watching you. The Three of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. Oh, this was somebody you couldn't trust at work. So there was somebody that you collaborated with. You may have gotten to a contract with them. It could have been work. It could have been working on a business with them. But baby, that person or these people, it could have been 3 people. All right, they lied. All right, they withheld. These people lied and was very deceptive. And what was your end of the bargain, which is looking like the Five of Pentacles. Okay, because we're the rest of the Pentacles. It's with them. All right. So there was a lot of deception behind you collaborating with a specific group, because your cut or your end of the bargain was always intentionally from these people was the Five of Pentacles. Why they keep the rest? Okay. And it's looking like you in your King of Swords energy was the mastermind. So imagine creating a plan or building a group or pitching an idea of the mastermind behind the collaboration, the business. And you work with people that is secretly and intentionally trying to scam you out of your position. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords. Like, why is the King of Swords next to the Five of Swords and not next to the Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles? Actually listening, right, to what he got to say. He's the mastermind behind orchestrating the Three of Pentacles. So right now, y'all, oh, God going to do it for y'all. Divine feminines, divine masculines. All right, there is a huge ass opportunity, all right, that is knocking at your front door amongst many. See, Spirit is blessing you right in front of these people that try to snake you, that try to literally deceive you and steal your reward, steal your cut. Also, these are greedy people. All right, might as well. I won't even be surprised if the devil don't come out here. But let me tell you, see, God work in mysterious ways, okay? The fact that you no longer living under a rock and avoiding the truth about these people, see, people don't talk about that. People don't talk about when you got to cut people off. They always talk about just cutting people off. But people don't talk about when you got to cut people off that you thought was really for you, that you thought you could build with. All right, never expected them to be sneaky or deceiving or just greedy. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, when you have to cut people off that you really thought, like you invested, Three of Pentacles, all right, not knowing that their plan was to trick you up out of your part, like your resource. The Three of Pentacles is like resources coming in from collaborating. The mastermind right here is the King of Swords. All right, because the Page of Swords, that's not a reliable source. They still got to learn how to, you know, come up with a good plan. And these people were thieves. These people try to steal your plan and make you work for them and demote you from main character energy, and you the one who orchestrated the group. Absolutely not. All right. So what happens now is the only way, like, Spirit could, like, change your situation is if you choose to see the snaking people. Okay? It be hard to see, like, the deceptive ways and people you chose to get money with, and you chose to build with, and you chose to share your resources, your ideas, your contacts with. All right. Spirit bringing in a big opportunity. Let's talk about that. The keys is giving you access. It's like the key to the city, baby. All right, this opportunity comes with reputation. I just want to make it clear right now, whoever that's going through this, not only is the blessings coming in this week, like God is blessing you right in front of these people. They watching you. They watching you branch off, all right? And not only branch off, all right, but change your material situation, all right? And see, these people, for some reason, you gave them too much power in controlling your resources. 3 of Pentacles, all right? Where they was kind of like Xing you out after being a mastermind. Absolutely not. You back in your King of Swords energy, and Spirit is saying they didn't steal nothing from you, all right? They didn't steal your reputation, all right? They didn't steal no type of attention. Like, you still have support, is what I'm seeing with this. Okay. The 6 of Swords tells me that everything that you learned and that was exposed, every lie, every deceptive trick to try to like trick you up into doing something against your free will, so that way the outcome for them can be good, baby, that will forever stick with you. Now you really would ask more questions before going into business, right? Now you gain the knowledge when it comes to trusting because of a price tag, all right? Really doing your investigation on people that is coming towards you wanting to work, or you working with people, especially when it comes to the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 is supposed to calm, not put you in a 5 of Pentacles. Because why the King of Swords not collabing? So this was a lesson learned. And the blessings are coming in for you guys this week. You hear me? Spirit, give me more on this King of Swords. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Y'all, they try to steal your 10 of Pentacles as the King of Pentacles. Do you see this? First, they try to trick you up out of making you feel like you're not the mastermind, or as if your ideas didn't matter, but that was what orchestrated to generate some form of Pentacles, all right? You caught them in that. You the King of Swords now. You no longer avoiding truth. And then taking the whole pie. This is greed. Because if the King of Pentacles is upright, why he don't got the 10 of Pentacles? If the King of Swords is upright, why is there any lies? Why is there any deceptive, sneaky, ulterior motives being done? It's because whoever you was collaborating with, whoever you chose to go in business with, for some of you guys even start a family with, all right? These people did not want you with nothing. But imagine help building this 10 of Pentacles. Imagine being the sole one that has generated the 10 of Pentacles and it's coming out in reverse. Child, Spirit, give me more on this 5 of Pentacles. Look, there's a resource coming in. All right, you chose to take whatever pentacles you had left and do something with it. Okay, the Lover's card to the Page of Cups. Damn. All right, I'm seeing whatever choice you made with whatever you had at hand, you didn't settle. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady win the race. All right, after observing, all right, after realizing how this pentacle stuff work, all right, planting seeds work, investing work. You know, you got to go through a couple of dollars in order to really know the value of it. But as long as Six of Swords, you learning. All right. The Knight of Pentacles is getting up out. There's a plan. There's a resource that didn't dry up. There is a talent. There is more left. All right. It might not be a lot, but you took with what you had and you did something with it, and that has manifested this opportunity. Whatever opportunity you chose. Okay, that's your ticket. That is your ticket. Look, the Four of Swords. I'm hearing rest assured. The Four of Swords to the Six of Swords as rest assured. You made the right decision, all right? You have the knowledge and wisdom that it takes to go on to the next level on your journey without being mentally conflicted, okay? And taking your talents, your skills, your resources elsewhere and planting it elsewhere, even if you have to search where you want to plant, where you want to invest, where you want to start the foundation, okay? Rest assured that this is why this huge opportunity is coming for you this week. All right, y'all could have easily chose to avoid seeing the truth and dealt with this and stayed in the Ten of Pentacles and reverse Five of Pentacles. All right, that's like being around everybody eating and you being left the crumbs. But you played a major part in the actual invention, all right, or the actual founding of something. So I'm hearing peace. This peace is being restored. Okay, Spirit, give me more on this Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords in reverse. They can't take no action. You know, when your mind is made up, ain't no amount of action somebody should try to take to keep you away from seeing the truth in them. And then, all right, having a new opportunity to plant elsewhere. See, I'm seeing a Star card. Whoever you was working with or whoever you chose to collaborate with, okay, they thought you couldn't do it. They thought that they would literally bond you if they would take your resources because they needed you. It's like siphoning your energy, but playing in your face. Y'all, these people are watching you. Plant seeds elsewhere. They are watching you come up. All right. And the good thing about it is that when you choose to abandon, because the Five of Pentacles is having to abandon a way of income, job, partnerships, environments in order to grow in your resources. All right. It's also learning what you give is what you get back. All right. And then after that, it's the Six of Pentacles. Learning the value of certain things. Also not putting a price tag, all right, or money before certain things you value. So right now, there are people, a specific group or collab partnership that is watching you this week get up out of the situation they thought you was about to be stuck in after coming up with a master plan of the Ten of Pentacles. All right, that's your Ten of Pentacles. All right, literally. The Knight of Pentacles is like, oh, okay, I'm on a journey to see where I'm planting this seed. Like, I still got more talent. I still got more energy. Okay, I still got more wisdom in me. All right, to learn from this and keep it going. All right, now I need space. I need to build a new team. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is on. All right, and rest assured that you are in the right direction. Okay, Spirit blessing you this week. Spirit, give me more on this Page of Swords energy. Look, the Two of Swords. All right, for a lot of you guys, you are no longer listening to these people. These people are trying to get in your mind. These people are trying to prevent you in an incognito way to stop you because they see that you are moving on. Not only moving on, you are planting the seeds. Now you're taking that light bulb back. All right, now you taking all of that, those ideas back. Now they don't know nothing. So now the group is going forward because you were the mastermind. They was just trying to play you on your part that you was getting on a money level, resourceful level, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Why can't I get none? Right? When I'm orchestrating the King of Swords, I'm orchestrating divine plans. I'm orchestrating like solid, good ideas that is building empires. So, y'all, these people are going to find out, or they are watching you close, and they are learning that you have a number of opportunities, okay? And one of them is not them. They're not, and they are, I don't know what they will say, but the Page of Swords, whatever that they say, it's not valid, okay? The Two of Swords is encouraging you to block out anything that they try to say, all right, because they don't even have all the information. All right, this is a whole lot of gossip also. The Page of Swords to the 7 of Swords to the 3 of Pentacles, that's a whole lot of gossip. Spirit, give me more, block it out, don't even listen, okay? The 4 of Wands. For some of you guys, it's looking like there is a team that's already being built. All right, a very successful one. Leah. The Temperance. All right, balance is being restored in the foundation. Like, you know how the Knight of Pentacles goes and sets out and see where can they plant the seed? Where would be the best environment, the best location for this seed to grow? All right, where are the people, you know, the energy that is needed to make this seed grow? And then you are guided, right? You are guided on a certain path, okay? And this is it grew. This is like the location. This is like the setting, like rooting. Okay, this is stability in your foundation. So this is something to celebrate. All right, so there is something to celebrate this week ahead because you are now rooted in an environment. All right, after setting out and seeing where you can make that pinnacle grow. All right, and you've experienced. The Knight of Pentacles comes with experience. You know, it's easy to try to like sneak in the 7 of Swords and try to lie your way to the top or do people dirty. But it took you longer because you wasn't out here doing that. King of Swords. All right, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine. You wasn't out here trying to rob or like be greedy or deceive people. All right, trick people and not even be fair and giving them what they deserve. Because that's a lot of money. The 10 Pentacles to the 5, all right, that's enough money to help you get up out of a situation. Okay. So slow and steady wins the race because the 9 of Pentacles is coming with experience. All right. They done did a lot on their path. They done learned the ups and downs on, you know, certain seeds don't grow in certain environments. Certain seeds don't grow with certain people, you know. They come with experience. That's the gift of the Temperance. Okay. So right now it's also giving congratulations. You are back on your path. If you wanted to know if Spirit is acknowledging your choices, oh baby, Spirit is proud of you. All right, you giving Earth Angel. You didn't allow how you was treated by these people. All right, literally trying to trick you to do certain things. It was greed. You didn't allow that to change who you are and your identity. For a lot of you guys, a lot of people like to be around you. All right, a lot of people like to be around you. And if these people was trying to play a part in people not being around you, that will never work. All right, you are on a path of enlightenment. You are supposed to come around people and bring peace and bring enjoyment, bring inspiration, right? So the Knight of Pentacles is you on solid grounds, all right, this week ahead. And wherever you are being called to plant that seed this month, okay, is bringing forth a huge celebration of stability in an environment, whether it's a work environment, a family environment, an actual living environment, is solid. Without, all right, working with a group of people that try to slime you out. Okay, I'm hearing the jokes on them this week. Okay, the jokes on them. So any closing out messages, Spirit, for my everythings, aside from getting rest? Okay, because this week is coming in with a whole new environment, whole new people, places, all right, to plant, all right, and grow it. All right, it's an environment, it's a structure that is going to grow. The lovers. Whew, Spirit, what is about these lovers? The Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. There might be a love offer. Now, I don't want to say marriage. The Page of Pentacles is like, well, I want to try this love thing out. Okay. Spirit, give me one this Page of Pentacles. Judgment. The Sun. Oh, this is positive feedback. All right, I see love this week for you guys. I see hope. I see damn strength. This is a whole lot of beautiful energy. All right. Expect a very productive week. Okay, things definitely go in your favor. It's looking like in love and in your resources. Okay, I love you guys.